Hello everyone, welcome back to Mastering Mayhem. Today we will be installing the ETHOS folding wall rack. Here at Mastering Mayhem, we're always looking for the best tools, tech DIYs, and deals for you. And today it's all about the DIY. Let's get it installed, show you how it looks in your garage when it's all said and done. So I like to have all the pieces out. I like to see everything, see what it looks like, get a visual of it. And at this point, personally, I like this ETHOS squat rack more than the Rogue. I've worked with the Rogue quite a few times. And one of the things I really like about the ETHOS one or ETHOS is that it has these locking mechanisms here at the foot, right? So you get that nice solid lockdown. That is pretty awesome right there. The little badge here, the ETHOS badge is pretty sweet. Again, just a really nice look, the red and black. I know you can get everything in different colors. They got the hardware. And so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. We're gonna get it up on the wall for them. In diagram 1, it's asking me to attach the wall brackets to the stringers. Right, the 2 stringers here with the wall brackets. We're not gonna do that yet because what that does is it makes the stringers heavier, right? So I just wanna use the stringers by themselves to mark the 16 holes here that we're gonna use to attach the stringers to the wall, into the studs. You gotta put them in the studs. Otherwise, it's not safe and not securely attached. Just look at the markings here. We go 5 7/8 inch above the ground. All right, so we're gonna go from the floor here, 5 7/8. I'll do that in time lapse. And then after we get the 16 holes marked, then I'll attach the wall brackets to the stringers. And then we'll attach it all to the wall like this. All right, I don't know if y'all can see this, but check this out. With this self-leveling laser by CIGMAN, you got a remote here that can turn off. Let me just show you here. If you want to remove the up and down, it's V2. It turns it off. You can turn it back on. The level or the H turns it off and on too. So that's pretty sweet. You can turn them off and on. You can turn them all off if you want. And then you have vertical right there, off, on with the remote, off, on. So I just wanted to show you that this CIGMAN laser, it has 3 lasers you can use, so it's 3D, completely 3D, USB rechargeable, and it's self-leveling. You can lock the lasers or you unlock it and it will self-level. Anyway, really, really great laser level, just starting off with. Very glad I have it. And it comes with a remote. This thing is awesome, as well as it comes with all this actually. You got a base for it, and it's very, very nice packaging. Love this thing so far. So now this is why I love having a laser level. If you do have one available with at least the crosshairs, right? Instead of using my 1 foot bubble level, which I do use as backup if I need it, but if you have a laser level, I have the 5 7/8 already marked from there to however far I need it along the way. It'll go, I think 20 feet or so, but it even has it marked right here on this wall. Anyway, it's just beautiful. And the other reason I like it is most garage floors have the grating you can see. It goes down so the water can flow out if it gets wet in here or whatnot. It doesn't stay in the garage. So what the laser level does is it keeps it at 5 7/8 on the wall, and whatever difference is made here, obviously it's gonna drop here. And this post, that's why I love these posts, is because you're able to adjust it with these little lockdown latch mechanisms, right? Whereas other ones that I did, I had to, the customers had to put little wood shimmies in there or widgets or plastic or whatever to make up that gap. So I love that this one has this ability here, or that little feature there. That's pretty sweet. But anyway, so let's go ahead and mark the 4 holes here right on the laser, 5 7/8 high. That way we can get this bottom one on the wall. We'll do the same thing at the top. Let's get the 8 bottom holes marked for the stringers. They tell you how far apart they should be, so on and so forth. 46 inches at most here between the holes. We'll go from there. Now that we have the marks for where we need to pre-drill in the studs, we'll grab the 11/64" drill bit. We'll pre-drill in those 4 locations that we marked. And then we will go by taking the bottom stringer here, this bottom stringer. We'll attach the 4 lug nuts or the lug bolts into the bottom channels there of the stringer, and then we'll mark the top ones there. And we're just gonna do it all in time-lapse mode. But we have the 8 holes marked. We got all the lag bolts ready, and we got my freak ready. We're just gonna completely install this bottom piece. We're gonna get the brackets onto the stringer, and we're gonna use the small bolts with the washers and the lock nuts behind it. So we're gonna completely assemble the bottom one, attach it permanently on the wall here, and then we're gonna move on to the top one next, okay? So let's go ahead and do that in time lapse. All right, you see it's quite level here. You want to get it as level as possible. And again, one thing that I've learned with most garages here, as soon as you get close to the concrete floor, wherever the stud may be and the bottom plate, you just don't know where it might be here because it's reaching where the concrete meets the wood. And again, there might be a little bit of variation there. And as you can see here, I tried to go right below this stud here and it wasn't there, so I had to come to the left a little bit. But those are the things that you might run into with all homes. But if you can get all 7, all 8 bolts, lag bolts in place, this guy is solid, it's not going anywhere. So let's work on the top one now. All right, so now you can see here, again, I just put up the bare stringer by itself to get all the holes pre-drilled. All right, I just had 2 bolts here holding it on the wall so I can get the remaining 6 holes drilled in studs, pre-drilled in studs. Now we remove the top stringer, get the other 2 wall brackets installed on it. These 2 guys right here. And then we'll get it back up on the wall. And again, you can always check, make sure it's level, even though I have the laser line on it. Let's take this stringer down, the top stringer down, install the 2 wall brackets, and we'll put it back up, and then we can start getting these posts in place with the swiveling arms. Let's get that top one assembled and installed. We have both stringers attached completely to the studs. They are exactly or very, very close to exactly spaced out left and right, top and bottom. So everything should line up when we get these 2 uprights in place with the 4 arms. Okay, so all the holes should line up. So we can now go on to diagram 4, which is just attaching the support tubes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and do that. These are the 16s right here. We got 4 of them, of course. And you put washers on the top and bottom of that bolt. And then you have these pins that allow you to swing these arms in and out and lock them into place. So let's put all this in place in time lapse and we'll go from there. All right, so y'all can see we got the support arms, the support tubes in place. These are, of course, the support tubes for the main uprights here. Definitely need an impact wrench to get these guys in place. It's got Loctite on them. I'm using the Freak right now. I love this thing. I'll put the link in the description for any of these tools. The laser level, the Bosch drills, my favorite tape measures, Klein tools right here. Very, very durable. Love it. Of course, the stud finder right here, the Stud Buddy. Way better than the electric ones if you understand that their studs are either 16 or 24 inches apart. Bubble level, dual capable mallet, plastic and metal. I love that thing. And of course, your laser level makes it all easier. So let's get these two uprights in place. Let's go ahead and get diagram 5 or step 5 done. All right, so here's what I love about these guys. You can close it up by pulling out these pins, top and bottom, right? Push it like that. So that locks into place there. And then you can just lock this guy in place right here. Just like that. You can lock it shut. Saves you space in the garage. It doesn't even take up any room. If they need to work on the water heater, that's fine. And then when you're ready to work out, again, you just pull these pins out. This guy's ready for workouts. And again, those latches on the bottom are awesome. This one and this one, because that locks it into place. And you can raise it, lower it, and make it as tight and supporting as you want it to be. We got these two guys for the squat bar or the bench bar or whatever you want to use it for. That's pretty sweet right there. On the bottom one if you want, let's just do that. Look at that. All right, now we're gonna install the pull-up bar at the top. Have one of these pins ready. And have the other one in your back pocket. That way you don't have to hold on to it for too long once you get it up there. It goes down into the 4th hole. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have brought my ladder, but just like that for the moment. There we go. Hole number 4 is where we need it to be. Just like that. The purpose for this pin right here is to keep it lock in place, and it just screws in like that. And then you have this little bracket right here, which screws into place just like that with, so you put them on in that order. You put this screw, spring washer, flat washer, metal bracket into place here. It goes right onto the pull-up bar, not to the weight machine there. And just, again, you don't need to tighten it down too much. That way it doesn't screw into the red post. And you can actually look underneath and see that it's not screwed. So there you go. The final one for safety purposes is another security pin here that goes through this main pin right here, okay? So you want to put that guy through here, right up here. Just drop it through, that way it doesn't come out unless you so desire to take it out. So that's nice and secured. You do your pull-ups, we'll do the same thing on the other side, just like that. We are good to go. But this is how you want it to look when it's all said and done. The safety pin in the back, you got the Phillips screw holding this little bracket here, because that holds both the pins up onto the pull-up bar. It's always there. So yeah, very nice. And then as you can see, you can adjust the pull-up bar. You can bring it all the way down to this hole if you want to bring it a little bit lower. You can take it up a little higher, one more hole. So just depending on the height and what the individual wants. I've done a few of these folding squat racks, and personally the ETHOS is my personal favorite for its simplicity. And then for anyone that's installing this, it makes it easier for you if you are off by a quarter of an inch, half an inch on setting up these stringer plates. That gives you that's a little forgiveness there with these guys. So that way the weight goes down on these and not the upright or these arms here, okay? So that's what I love about this one. I hope this video helped you. If this video helped you assemble or encourage you to assemble it and install it yourself, show that appreciation through liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to the channel. We have merch at masteringmayhem.com or www.masteringmayhem.com. And you can join the channel as a member if you like. That's another way to support the channel. All right, so if this video helped encourage you to assemble and install the ETHOS squat rack yourself, or if it helped you just say, decide, hey, I just can't do it myself, I'd rather hire someone. For this rack, it's about $250. So that gives you an idea of what to expect as far as the fee. We appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the video. If this video did help and you want to show your support, you can support the channel by liking, sharing, commenting, of course, subscribing. But we also have, if you like power tools and tech, we do a power tool giveaway every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do it live, and all you have to do to enter it's this guy right here. You go comment on this video, subscribe to the channel, and be present during the live giveaway, because if your name gets called and you're not there to claim your prize, we move on to the next person and try to find a winner that's there during the live stream. You can also show support to this channel by going to www.masteringmayhem.com, and we have lots of great merch there if you want to support through merch. You can also support the channel through joining as a member, and you get these really cool member badges, and you'll get behind the scenes videos and quite a few other perks there. Shout outs all the time when we do the lives and in other videos. So if you want to support through membership, that's greatly appreciated. We're going to keep doing what we do here. We're going to do assemblies. So again, it's tools, tech, DIYs, and deals. And so we're going to continue to work hard for you. As always here at Mastering Mayhem, I'm looking for the best tools, tech, DIYs, and deals for you. And until next time, I only hope all the best to you and yours.